Rudy, what did you kind of see happen in the third quarter that kind of allowed a blowout to get a little tight there?
I think we just a little let down on both ends. I think we got a little soft. The ball stopped moving, and defensively, we lost our competitive edge. And at this level, it doesn't matter who you play. It doesn't matter anybody record or anything. It's the NBA, so you're gonna pay. And they made us pay. Thankfully, we picked it up in the fourth, but yeah, this is not the team that we want to be.
You guys had been doing such a good job of pretty much taking care of business. Is this just? Do you look at this as just one little setback, or is this a little disappointing kind of?
Just one little setback. I mean, that happens. We all can feel it. We're all aware of it, individually, collectively. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, that happens. It's a long season, and I think the most important is that we have accountability and we realize and we feel those things when they happen, and we did.
Do you think it'll be good for you guys to play Phoenix? I mean, a team that's above 500, a good team.
Sure, it's a great challenge for us. To get on the road a little bit, I think it's good for us, and yeah, it's an exciting game. I mean, we get a chance to do something we haven't done yet, so it's pretty exciting.
Rudy, you guys are 10-0 against teams that have a losing record, 1-5 against teams that have a winning record. Does that make it at all hard for you to kind of understand who you guys are as a team? Is it confusing at all?
I mean, you can see the glass empty or full, or half full. It's good that we're taking care of business, but it's also, we try to beat the good teams if you want to.
But does it make it more difficult for you to understand what your guys' identity is?
No, not really. Not really. I think once again, we know, we know what we need to do to beat those teams. I mean, we lost Denver twice on back-to-backs, which is not an excuse, but it plays a big part, right? Sometimes you look at the schedule, and it is the NBA season. The most important, I think, is to stay the course and to keep getting better throughout the year. And I think we have confidence in every single guy in his locker room to beat anybody in the NBA. So glad. I'm happy that we're taking care of business, and I think we're gonna keep raising our level as a team. I think we're a better team now than we were a month ago, and hopefully we're a better team a month from now.
Most nights, if you guys get 28 points off turnovers, it'd be big news, but tonight it's kind of barely noticed. What was it about tonight's game that enabled you to do that? Did you see anything, or was it the ineptitude of the Wizards, or what you guys were doing on defense?
I don't know. I like the way we started the game. We kept them they had 46 points at halftime, so it was good. I mean, we were sharp, we were focused. A couple of things to clean up, but overall the mindset was there. We were playing harder than they were, And then in the third, we kind of wasted our efforts a little bit. It was a beautiful first half, and we were able to score and move the ball and do all these things. And third quarter, we got back into our demons a little bit.
Do you think that emphasis on taking advantage of transition is kind of ingrained in you guys a lot more now than it was last year?
I think it's way more than last year, for sure. I mean, that's the reason why we're more efficient offensively. But it's not completely who we are yet, but it's coming. It's coming. We can sense when we stop doing it how much it impacts us, and when we do it, first of all, it's more fun, and it's harder to guard. So we're more efficient when we play with pace. It's just day and night. So
is it possible to 100% root out stagnation in offense when you do have a couple heavier ISO players, or is that just kind of naturally going to happen from time to time?
It's still going to happen from time to time, but I think we try to cut it short. And those guys, I feel like much more dangerous also within the flow of the game. It's harder for the defense to get set, so it makes them even more dangerous. And I mean, we're talking about Julius, like he's on the post up. He's been really, really efficient and great for us. So it's kind of like an ISO, but it's kind of different, right? And we know Ant can ISO from the top of the floor anytime he wants. But I like those ISO kind of like spaced out instead of the ISO at the elbow when it's like more tight and usually ends up with a contested mid-range shot, that he can make. But I don't know the percentage, but I like when we spread the floor and 5 out and Ant can attack, and it's much harder to guard, I think.
I think just kind of been utilizing Jaylen when you've been off the floor, kind of with that Julius and Nas front court.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do cross paths with him on the floor, what do you enjoy about playing defense with Jaylen?
I mean, he's a dog. That's what I love about him. He plays every possession like his life depends on it, and I think this is contagious. And the other team can feel it, and our team can feel it, and and he's still young, still learning, but he's taking any challenge, and it's great for us.
Does he remind you of anybody?
Maybe a little bit of Tony Allen. A little bit of Tony Allen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe ask Mike about it.
Rudy, I know you always want to obviously try and make energy plays, but tonight when you're going through stretches in the second quarter, later in the game, where there's just kind of lid on the bucket and ball movement gets a little bit stagnant, is that kind of a time where you really are like, well, this is what's going to kind of help us pull out of a stretch like that?
Yeah, no matter what happens, you gotta always get to the next play. I mean, you can't let it's hard, right? But if you're not playing the best, if we are not playing the best, like you can't let that frustration stack. You gotta figure out what's happening and then try to find some life, on both ends of the floor. So it's that's what great teams are able to do. It's never going to be all green, but when the other team makes a run, like we lock in, we execute better offensively, and defensively we get tighter. We sharpen our focus and we get more physical. And I think we did that. We got let down in the third, but then we were in the fourth. I think we did a good job doing that. So.
Thanks, Rudy. Appreciate you.